last week's game?
The only thing that we had when it came to comments on film was alignment and assignments. I blew a couple assignments where I was supposed to blitz. I thought I was doing a good job staying in coverage just because I wanted the quarterback to throw the other way, but there were multiple opportunities where I couldn't make a sack because the linemen were gone, the running back was gone, the quarterback was wide open. So the coaches got on my case about doing my job, even as one of the leaders on this team. And yeah, that was my fault. And so we just need to play better as a defense and make sure that our assignments are done by everyone, especially me.
Coach was just talking about how he feels, everybody's big enough to handle criticism. How,
Yeah.
how have the players handled the criticism?
We've taken it well. I mean, that's something that we all love. I mean, we love being corrected. We love understanding and knowing what have we done wrong in certain plays and in this, especially in the game. I mean, what you want to do is win, and if you're not winning, then something's wrong. And so, every week for the past 6 weeks, we've been getting not scolded, but corrected in a loving way, where the coaches just remind us that, guys, you aren't doing your assignment. Dang, since LSU, you guys haven't been playing the way that you should be. And so, I mean, overhearing coach just saying the same thing over and over since week 1 or week 2, since this whole thing started, it's getting to a point where we understand that if things don't change, then frick, I feel bad for the seniors. I mean, seniors in the locker room were crying right after the game, and so things need to change, or we need to play perfect. And so that was the emphasis that we had as a defense today, and it was not the best practice, but we understand that tomorrow with pads on, it's going to change.
You got to make a 6-game run for bowl eligibility here. What do you expect from East Carolina starting the year?
We expect them to come and bring their best. I mean, that's what you expect every team. And so what we expect from us as a defense, I mean, seeing Fred and seeing Micah Hanneman and seeing some of the seniors that play on the defense, Handsome Tanielo and Kezi Tasinga, I mean, seeing that kind of reaction right after the Mississippi State loss kind of hit me and hit some of the other guys, letting them know that we don't have much time with these guys. And not only these guys, we don't have much time in the season to go and waste a game. If we waste another game, then dang, I feel bad for the seniors. They don't get to go to a bowl. And they've been going to bowl since they first got here. We've never missed one. And so it's time, and I think the guys understand that, and so we will step up this week.
Following up on that, after the game, Braden O'Backery said, I can't lose another game. Is that pretty much the sentiment that everybody feels, that just enough is enough?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you would expect that one is enough. I mean, we're not sore losers. We just hate losing. That's one thing that you came to see with the guys in the reaction in the locker room. Guys were making promises that things are going to turn around. And even when we got back from Mississippi and came to Provo, you just saw everyone was kind of down and sick and tired of just this feeling of coming off a plane or just right after a game of, oh, well, there's another loss for us. And so speaking from a defensive standpoint, the guys and the leaders of the defense made sure that today's practice was very assignment sound, and that's what you saw. So that's what we expect for the rest of the week, so we can play well on Saturday.
Your brother said that Ty went off, is the quote he used on the offense. What's the reaction from the coaches been to the defense?
The same. It's the same. I mean, Coach Suyaki last week, he called us out during the week. He called us out Monday and said, guys, you guys have lost some passion after losing to Boise State. You could see that in the way that you guys came in today, and called us out, and we had a great week of practice. And so this week we made sure that it's not the coaches calling us out, that it's the players calling each other out, because, I mean, those coaches can only do so much. They're not the ones playing on the field. And so we made sure to have a higher level of expectation of discipline and being assignments on. Adam Pulsifer was a guy that was making sure that everyone was running to the ball today, and I appreciate that. I mean, I feel like sometimes it gets kind of repetitive from hearing my voice or Fred's voice, and so you want other guys to step up, and so it's great to see that other guys are doing that.
What do you think of your brother's performance this year on the offensive side?
He's doing well. I mean, one thing you see is that not very many people know is that he played basketball, and so you kind of see some of his little basketball moves when he jukes and gets those screens. And so I'm just hoping he can continue to play hard in practice. I mean, he's always catching balls afterwards to make sure that he doesn't drop a ball, and he tries his best to make sure that he catches every ball thrown at him during practice. And so the only expectation I have of him is to continue to play perfect so he can get more reps, and then when he does get those reps, to shine. And if he can do that, then our team will be better.
Is there a sense that not just this week, but over the remaining games of this season, that that there should be more opportunities for both sides of the football to make plays.
Oh, for sure. I think you want to talk about opportunities. Speaking from the defense, I mean, you saw it Saturday where I didn't go and I missed so many opportunities because I didn't do my assignment. And so there's so many plays, there's so many plays where we just blow an assignment or don't do our assignment where the coach just put us in the right position to go and make the play so our team can get the ball back. And guys like me that are expected to do their job don't do it. And so they ended up getting multiple third downs on that first or second drive. And it just got annoying. And so the coach pulled me out. I was like, you know what, you'll sit out a couple plays and understand that these guys are going to do their assignment. And even if they beat us, we're still doing our assignment. And so we can manage that. If you're not going to do your assignment, then you got to get off the field. And so as soon as they pulled me off the field, I was like, dang it, you're a big dummy. You're a real dummy for not doing what you've been taught since these coaches came in last year. And so I got on my case on myself about that. My dad got on me about it too. And so did my mom, and so did my brother, and so did all my entire family. And so I've set the expectation to play better and be 100% in my assignments. And I think the guys expect that from themselves. And so if we do that, then more opportunities will present themselves, and we'll make those plays that we need to.
Who was the toughest on you?
Me, for sure.
Yeah.
I came off the plane. I mean, I watched the film right as soon as we got on the plane. I took a little nap and then woke up and started watching film. And, I mean, I kind of just stopped watching it because I was sick and tired of the way that I was playing. My dad complimented saying, oh, you had this amount of tackles. But, I mean, for me, it's an entire game. It's not just certain plays that you make in all four quarters. I mean, I missed a couple tackles, broke my coverage, didn't do my assignment, and that was the annoying part is you see that on film. That, sheesh, Mike, Butch, do your assignment. Butch, do your assignment. And it's tough to see that, and it's tough. I mean, the coaches don't even write that right after the game. You just put that on yourself saying, dang, way to blow the coverage here, and they got a first down. So.
Did the other Kalani get on you too?
She was asleep at the time. She was asleep. It's midnight over there for her when we were playing, and so she just woke up and saw the highlights and saw the stats and said, hey, good job. I don't know how you did, and we talked about it afterwards. She said good job on the stat line, but she understands that if an athlete doesn't feel like they're doing well, then they're not doing well. Even though everyone else is giving them praise, they're not doing well, and so we just got to get better.
What would a win at this point, 6-game losing streak, first time?
It'll mean the world. It'll mean the world, because it'll bring more motivation to come back and play. You've seen some kind of motivation drop, and I mean, I feel like that's normal. I mean, you lose a game, second game, you lose a third game, and you're still not winning, and so it's tough. I mean, I'm one of the positive guys on the team, and so for me, I'm excited to come every day, but the mentality is still there, the passion is still there, but feel like it's not as quite there as we were at the very beginning of the year. And so it'll mean the world to just change this whole thing around and have these guys say, you know what, we're really not as bad as everyone thinks we are, 1-6. And so I feel like if we win this game, things are going to start flying for us, and that's going to just come down to us doing our assignments.
How I don't know, frustrated is the right word, or just mad is the defense that you gave up so many yards on the ground? This is a defense that doesn't do that usually, and
Yeah.
give up that many. Did that, I don't know, just spark something in that?
Yeah, no, it did. It sparked the front seven, the 4D linemen and the 3 linebackers, and like you said, I mean, that's our passion, is the run game. We don't worry about the pass game because we let our DBs and safeties handle that. And we just try to get in a low coverage in the middle of the field or short side of the field to be able to stop them from throwing those short routes. But when it comes to run, those guys expect us to do that, and we didn't do our job. I mean, there was some bickering or fighting last week between the linebackers and the DBs, and we were telling them to do their job, and they were telling us to just worry about ourselves. And Saturday, we didn't do our job. And so what we need to do is make sure that we do it. They called us out, and we kind of responded, then kind of didn't. I mean, they had too many rushing yards, and we didn't help them much out in the pass coverage. So that I feel like that game, I'm not going to say it's on Fred or the linebackers, because Fred is always playing well. and they never wanted to run to Fred's side. They just try to run to the boundary side or the middle, and so they want to run to the middle. Then I need to make sure that I stop that. If they run to the boundary side, because I'm closer, I can help out. But I think just being better as a linebacking core and being perfect like the way that Fred plays, then we'll be a lot better as a defense.
Which, after the game, Kalani said you were basically playing with one arm out there. How bad is the hand?
It's good. It's just sometimes, I mean, when you're making a tackle, you're trying to bring a guy down, but other guys are coming in full speed. And so sometimes you'll take a direct hit with someone's helmet right to the hand, and there's a couple plays where it just went numb. I tried to take on a big 350-pound guy with one hand, and that didn't work. And so next play was fine. It just takes some time to get the blood flowing again. But, I mean, it's fine. I mean, movement is better. I mean, I was able to grab guys. And second half, I felt like I was playing without any fear of, I mean, if it hurts, and just play like you did last year with the torn MCL. And so, I mean, the doctor said it's not going to break. It's probably the strongest bone in the body as of right now. So we're just going to have to continue to play with a cast for a couple more weeks and then go on from there.